Alright YouTube, back again. This is part 2, pretty much exactly where I left off. I didn't want a whole lot of video going out there. I mean, it was almost at 30 minutes, and I said, well, it'll probably take me close to another 30 minutes to excuse me, finish cleaning all this and get it all put back together. Hopefully it won't take that long, but it's a possibility it might. Like I said, I mean, it's more time consuming as far as cleaning goes to clean one of these than it is smokeless powder cartridge based, because, you know, again, black powder is extremely dirty. The Pyrodex is cleaner, but as you can tell, it's nowhere near as clean as smokeless powder. And it's not as bad as people say. You know, you'll shoot and you have to wait for the cloud of smoke to clear out before you can tell whether you hit something. I mean, it's not that bad. It really isn't, especially with a pistol. Now with muzzle loaders, well, I say muzzle loader with a rifle, it may be the case on that. But as far as the pistols, it's not that bad at all. And interestingly enough, I don't know, most of you probably watching this are probably Western fans or have watched Westerns. And I've seen these in a number of Western movies. I don't know about the same company that makes them, but the style pistol, the Navy. Lost my train of thought, sorry about that. The Navy 6s, there we go, is what they called them in the movie True Grit, the remake, the 2010 remake, or re-envisioning, whatever they're calling it nowadays. In the end sequence, if you saw that part, if you saw the movie, in the end sequence where Marshall Cogburn was riding his horse at the end to face off against Lucky Ned Pepper and all them, he was carrying 2 Navy 6s, and that's what these are. And I thought it was pretty neat that you know, just a little interesting fact there. Another useless fact. Oh, that's nice. In fact, I'm gonna pull that back through and probably get the other side dirty too. Yeah, gotta love that. And the 1858 Remington is the gun that Clint Eastwood carried in Pale Rider. And it was originally a cap and ball, like this one. But you can get a conversion kit to convert your cylinder into firing cartridges. And it looks identical, but it's just a little, I think it changes the hammer. Let's see, what does it change? It changes the hammer and the takedown lever. You got to take this part out right here, the actual press, and maybe another part or two that I'm not aware of. I hadn't really looked at it too much. You know what? I know you're not supposed to do this, but I got heavy leading, and this brush really isn't, it's really too small for this gun, because, I mean, you can see little or no effort on it, so I don't think it's going to really damage the brush, honestly. But the 1858 Remington cap and ball, it was more sought after than these right here during the Civil War, because you could change cylinders so easy. It was extremely easy. You pull the takedown rod down a little bit, about right there, and you slide this spring back. It had a spring slide that you push back like that, and the cylinder slides right out. It did have a top piece over here, so the cylinder slid out, and you pop your another cylinder in, let go of that. You already got it reloaded. All you got to do is cap it, which some of them probably put a little grease on there to hold their caps in, and went on shooting. So I imagine that would be very desirable for a Civil War soldier to be able to have that, because that's 6 shots. You reload again, just change out the cylinder, and that's gives you another 6 shots. That's pretty interesting. The cavalry soldiers carry those too, and they carried these as well, the Colt Navy. Some people also call it Confederate Navy, and they would carry, the cavalry soldiers would carry 4 and 5 of these loaded revolvers, capped and loaded, ready to go into battle. So that way they wouldn't have to reload, because I imagine reloading a black powder pistol on horseback would probably be aggravating, to say the least, especially when you're getting shot at, you're cold, you're hungry, you're tired. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. I'd rather carry a couple, or change cylinders. Of course, on this one, the cylinder change, as you can see, you have to pretty much tear it down to change the cylinder on it. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that it looks a whole lot better than what it used to. What it did when we first started. It's still got some in there, as you can, I don't know, you might can tell. Let's see. Put it on. Yeah, you can see a little bit on that side of the barrel at the top in the rifling, where the lead got in there. And as you can see that, you know, those of you who haven't shot or cast bullets or actual lead bullets, not the full metal jacketed lead bullets that have a brass jacket on them. These are actually just straight up solid lead bullets, and it's pretty neat when you press them in. They're a little bit bigger than your chamber. You know, people think, oh, the ball's going to roll out, the ball's going to roll out, and it doesn't, you know, because when you press it in there into the chamber, it leaves a little, you actually press off a little bit ring of lead on it. So basically you're resizing your shot to your chamber, and it doesn't fall off. I mean, if anything, the only thing that might fall off is your percussion caps. I had one come off on me today, it just fell off. I don't know if I didn't have it seated on there properly, which is probably the case, because it was only one, and the rest of them stayed on there even when you shot. I just tossed it up and it come off. Alright, I think we might have it now. Run a couple of patches through and see what we get. Probably a bunch of nastiness. But yeah, they the reviews and stuff said you want these as dry as possible. Obvious reasons. I mean, your gunpowder, won't work if it's wet. Whether it's with a flammable based oil or not, it won't work. So, just keep it dry. I would recommend on mine putting a little bit of oil in there. That way the cylinder can turn freely. And it's probably just about all I would lube on there. Oh, yeah, there's one other place I'll show you real quick. Probably do with just a touch longer cleaning rod. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Nice shiny bore, that's what I like. There's a spot right there. I don't know if you can really tell. Let's see if I can try to rotate it. And there's a little different color metal right there. It kicks the cylinder around. Hey, I need to wash my hands before I start putting this thing back together, I guess. And that goes down. If you put a drop of oil on it, it will go down and lubricate your internals on there. And I haven't done a full takedown and clean on the internals yet on this gun. I probably will at some point in time, and when I do it, I'll probably put up a video. Well, I'll probably do it a couple of times to get familiarized with it, and then put up a video. That way it'll be a whole lot easier and quicker. I won't have to sit here for an hour watching me clean, you know, do a thorough cleaning and complete takedown of it. But, you know, you pretty much, you know, wipe it down real good. And as you can tell, my brass is not polished. Mainly for one, because I put a bunch of crap on it today and all that. But you can take some mother's polish, is what I normally use somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. You know, it comes in a little small can. It's mother's polish. It says chrome and aluminum wheel polish, but it'll polish up pretty much any metal. It'll make it shine and look good doing it too. Alright, use my number 9. As I said, just, you know, maybe 1, maybe 2 drops on this. Just a little smear like that. Not much. Kind of rub it around with your finger. Make sure you get underneath, because most of it will stick in the divots there. I don't know what you call them, like. And grab you a patch and kind of just get the excess off. Half cock it, because it won't go on fully cocked. And let's see, I'll probably put just a little dab of oil right here, and maybe just a slight dab of oil right there, just because it's a hinge part. But, you know, it goes back pretty easy. You slide your cylinder on and then turn it to the left and it'll stop moving. Then you just slide your, oh, it'll work if you put it in the right hole. But you just slide it down until it catches right there. It'll seat up right there, flush, and then you can see all the way through your wedge hole. Just a little drop of oil on this and kind of run over it with your fingers, and then like blot it dry, I guess. You know, just light coat of oil like you normally would, and then you push it all the way in and just give it a tap or two, because what actually holds it together, a little high there, is that little bit right there. There's a little spring lever that comes up like that. Oh, that works good. Yeah. Nice and clean, ready to go dirty it up and shoot it again. But that's pretty much it on this. Other than, you know, as you can see, the barrel still looks dirty, but that's just because of my hands. I mean, you wipe it down, now it's back clean, nice shine. Don't know what to say other than that. Those are walnut handles. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot one part, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Get you a clean rag. You can use hops or WD-40, same thing. In fact, WD-40 would probably be a little bit better, but you know, we'll go with hops or hoppies, however you want to say it. And again, to the kind of people who sit there through this whole video and watch, it is appreciated. You don't have to comment or, you know, like or whatever, just, you know, enjoy, I guess, or be bored to death, whichever one you choose to do. Just rub it down. Just a nice thin coat of oil on it. Now I will tell you this: don't try to turn or cock your revolver with that down, because it is in the cylinder. So we'll raise that back up. Just half cock it and turn it a little bit. Get my patch right. Rub it back down. And it's a real crisp trigger too. It's really nice. You know, nice quick pull. But there you have it. The 1851 .44 caliber black powder revolver. If you're new to black powder or whatever, like I was, that'd be the one I'd go with. It's cheap, you know, it's fun to shoot, especially with the, you know, the Pyrodex pellets. It's, you know, it makes it so much easier to reload. And you know, that's the size ball you shoot. And I don't know, I think I've already shown you. Yeah, I've shown you in the first video. There's nothing to it. Any questions, comments, complaints, whatever, leave them in the comment section down there, and I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can, or as best as I can, yeah. Your complaints probably go ignored, and your comments are greatly appreciated. See y'all on the next one.